here, and today I have a tutorial on this look for you guys. Today I tried a ton of new products, including the Morphe Jaclyn Hail Palette and a lot of other Morphe goodies that were gifted to me, and just a lot of other stuff. I created this really warm look, and as I'll explain later on in the video, I wanted to play with color, but the colors that I gravitate to in this palette, a lot of people already did tutorials on them already, and I know a lot of people did a lot of warm looks with this tutorial, but I wanted to do just my own rendition and talk about what I think about the palette and the quality and the shadows and the blendability and all that stuff. So we have kind of this orangey warm look today. I also tried out the Morphe liquid lipstick, but yeah, this is the final look, and if you like it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more tutorials and more things to come, definitely let me know down below and let me know by giving a thumbs up. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and turn my notifications on. I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it is such a fun time around here. I would absolutely love it if you stuck around. The lighting is about to change drastically because I decided to film this when the sun was setting, so right now the sun is set, but the sun will be out in the next clip, so excuse that. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's get started. I haven't worn this headband in a while. It makes me look crazy, but whatever. We got some black on today. Okay, so I'm gonna put some lip balm on right now. This is the Glossier coconutbalm.com, and today I'm going to be trying out the Morphe Prep-In Set. I am so excited about this, and in today's video we're going to be trying out a lot of Morphe products. If you guys do not know, I do have a collaborative relationship with Morphe, and they did send me over the Morphe Jaclyn Hail Palette, which I'm so excited about and I'm using today, and thank you so much to Morphe. And along with that, they sent me their Prep-In sets and also all of their liquid lipsticks, which I am going to be doing an entire swatch and review video on. I'm for sure going to be using one today and getting like my first impression today, but then I think tomorrow I'm gonna do the sit down review. And they actually surprised me and sent me a bunch of brushes, which I'm gonna be using today as well. The brushes were totally unexpected. The first time I got a package from Morphe, I posted it on Instagram, by the way, so if you want to see what I got, you can check. But I already received so many brushes from them, and seriously, thank you so much to Morphe and Cody for spoiling me, and thank you so much to you guys because I wouldn't get these opportunities without you guys. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Morphe action today. I do not have an affiliate code with them yet. We are in the process of setting that up. But also later on in the video, I'm going to be trying the new Bare Minerals Bare Pro Liquid Foundation and also a few more new things. Okay, so this one says, it doesn't say to shake, so hold bottle 8 to 10 inches away from face, close eyes, and mist over makeup. And I love the warning. It says, warning, side effects of this product will cause you to really feel yourself. So let's see. Oh wow. Okay, so right off the bat, it is in like an aerosol hairspray kind of can. Not gonna lie, it actually smells like hairspray too, but it has such a refreshing feel. It literally just feels like mist when you go to like an amusement park or a water park and you walk through the mist. That's what it feels like. It also is leaving my skin a little bit tacky, which is good for priming. And we'll go back to this at the end of everything and see how this works. Also, I'm gonna try the Bare Minerals Good Hydration Silky Face Primer, and this is meant for more normal to dry skin, and it's a hydrating primer. You guys know I love my hydrating primers, so let's see. Oh wow, okay. This is way thicker than the other hydrating primers I have. It's definitely a really thick consistency. It does feel hydrating, but it's more of like a thicker kind of lotion texture. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but it is hydrating, so it does do what it claims to do. I just don't know how I feel about the heaviness. Maybe in the winter it would feel better, but for the summer I really like my lightweight hydrating moisturizers and primers, but we will see. So now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and my Benefit Gimme Brow, and then I'm going to carve out my brows and prime my lids as always. Today I'm going to do my eyes first, just because I really want to dive into the Morphe Jaclyn Hail Palette, and I also don't know how pigmented the shadows will be, if there will be fallout, and since I'm trying a new foundation today, I don't know, I'm really scared to try this, in all honesty. I'm always scared to try new foundations, and I kind of want to do that last, you know? The lighting is going to test me today. I could already feel it. It's going to start Once the sun starts going under the clouds, it's gonna go in and out, and I'm just gonna apologize now ahead of time. This right here is my ideal lighting because it's literal natural light. And yes, I have my studio lights, but I don't know, I feel like it just gives a clean, radiant look to my videos. I hate when it's darker in the back. Like, I love this. Like I always say, it's just me, myself, and I am not in a studio. I have very little control over the lighting, and yes, I do use studio lights. Since I have a window giving more light in the back, it tends to fluctuate, so hopefully when I move to LA I don't have this problem. Okay, so now I'm gonna carve them out. Now instead of using my beauty blender to buff out, I'm gonna try the Morphe R32 just to buff out instead. Let me see. I normally don't use a brush for this step just because I kind of like the wetness of the beauty blender to buff out the concealer. And yeah, I'm gonna just use my beauty blender. I think the beauty blender makes the base go on just a bit smoother. There's no streaky lines. It keeps the concealer nice and tacky. So I'm gonna go in with my big flat brush and just translucent powder and dust this all over. Alright, so zooming you guys in to now dive into the Jaclyn Hill palette. And guys, it's even more beautiful in real life. Just look at this. Come on. It is to die for. One second, I can't find the thing with all the names on it, and I think I might have accidentally thrown it out, so be right back. Okay, so unfortunately the one that I got didn't have the name sheet, which is kind of annoying, but you know, what am I gonna do? But starting out, I'm gonna take the Morphe E27, and this is a nice fluffy blending brush for the transition. So I do want to do something colorful, and I think I'm going to do that later on down the line. And like any of the colors that I would use, for example the blues, I feel like so many people have already done looks with them, so I don't want to do like the same variation of a look. And I know doing a warm eye is pretty much going to do that, but I just really want to see how the shadows work and go from there. But this orangey yellow really catches my eye. But I think first I'm going to go in with this shade up here, and I'm just going to lightly tap my brush in. I'm so intrigued to see how these shadows will be, just because I love Morphe shadows on their own, and I hear these are so much better than the regular Morphe shadows. So, okay, so starting off with this color in the crease. Okay, yeah. These so far are working together like butter. Ooh, girl! Okay, so I just want a wash of that, so I'm going to keep it how it is on that eye. And now do the same thing to the other. Spraying this directly into the crease and then blending it upwards just a little bit. Wow, and I'm really liking this brush. Okay, so now that I just have a little wash of color, I'm going to go right into this orangey mustard shade. And I'm just going to start building up the intensity of this. I'm going to be mixing it right in there with that first shade we used. The first shade that I used up here is called MFEO, and now I'm using Creamsicle. Okay, so far I'm under the same boat as everyone else. This is actually very impressive. I definitely notice a difference in these shadows than the regular Morphe shadows. These are a little bit more effortless, if that makes any sense. You don't have to put as much work in. It kind of all just seamlessly does the work for you. The pigmentation, just the shadows, they're literally butter. I'm going to start to add this color, which is butter, which is ironic because I'm talking about them blending like butter. And I'm going to focus this on the outer lid and also the outer crease. This palette, honestly, it's like a go-to palette. This is definitely coming to California with me, but I feel like this is one of those palettes where if you're a beginner or if you're not a palette collector, you don't like buying multiple palettes from different brands, this palette, honestly, I think it's a must-have. It has every color you need. It doesn't have a lot of cool tones though, so if you're a cool tone girl, you might be able to skip on this, but honestly, if you like warm tones, this is your go-to palette. This is a higher price than Morphe's regular shadows, but honestly, I definitely can see why. Just the quality. And do I think it's worth the price? Definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the original shade just to blend this all together, this MFEO shade. Okay, so right now this is looking really orangey and warm, and I'm not sure what direction I want to go. I'm kind of eyeing like these shades over here to make it a little bit more rusty, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start dipping into this shade, and that one's called Pooter, and deepening up some more. Wow, this brush, this is a must-have too, E27, because wow, I'm doing everything with this. And I am going to go back in with a bigger fluffy brush, a clean one, to blend out even more. But I find that I don't even really need that with this brush. I'm kind of just going to do it out of habit. And now I want, I don't know. I kind of want to add this shade too, which is called Pukey. Just layering a bunch of shades up in here. Ooh, I really like that Pukey shade. I think that was a good choice. And I'm kind of thinking of adding this on the lid. That sounds kind of crazy, but hold up. I'm going to take this E14 brush, and this shade is called Roxanne. So I'm going to take her, this middle outer part. That was so pigmented. Holy crap. As much as I'm tempted to put this on the entire lid, I'm not, because I can't just not try out any of the shimmer shadows in here. It is a first impression, so I need to make sure that I play around with everything. So we're just gonna stick this, the outer lid, into the middle. To make this look different than my other looks, I'm actually gonna add a wing. I barely do winged liner anymore. I don't want to do like a half cut crease or a cut crease because I've done those a lot lately, and the one thing I haven't done lately is wing liner. So considering we're doing more of a basic look today, I'm gonna add some winged liner. I'm gonna take this same brush that I just used with Roxanne, and I'm going to dip into this lighter color first. I'm kind of eyeing this gold over here, but I want to go in with the lighter color before I do anything, because you could always add, but you can't take out. So this one is called Beam. So we're going to take this on the brush. I'm going to do a few swipes. I'm going to give it a little tap, and we're going to see how this works. Oh, okay. That is such a pretty sheen. And honestly, I'm impressed considering this one doesn't look as shimmery as the other ones. It has that sheen to it, but I don't think it's supposed to be like ba-bam. I'm definitely gonna wet this shade and it's gonna look stunning. But first, I think I'm gonna take this gold and let's see. Oh, hello, wow. I'm gonna pack this baby on, and since it's a little bit dark, I'm going to add the Beam like on top of it to give it some more light and dimension. And we're going to put Beam in the inner corners as well. I'm actually going to take this with my finger and see what that does. Oh my god. Okay. The finger does a lot, and it literally feels like butter on your finger when you dip it in. And now I'm going to wet the brush and see what this does. That looked like it gave a little bit more shine, like when the light hits it, the wet shadow gives a little bit more shine, and it also looks a little bit darker. So it definitely does a little more than the finger. And now I'm going to take Beam with just my finger, and I'm going to pat this on top to give it some more light. And then I'm going to go back on top and just get the perfect amount and perfect mix of these two colors. And I'm also, while I'm at it, gonna take Beam on the inner corners with my finger. I'm gonna blend this out with the brush, and I'm also gonna take Beam onto the brow bone. Wow, so overall I'm impressed with both the shimmers and the mattes. I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush. I think I'm going to deepen it too. I kind of want to add like this hot fire orange over here. So that one is called Hunts, and the gold shade that I used was called Queen. And add that there. One swipe and hello. I also want to dip into Creamsicle one last time and kind of build some more orange. I guess this will be like a hot fire kind of warm summer look. So now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M533. and just do a light sweep over all the shadows. And ignore that I kind of went under a little bit. We're going to clean that up once we do the wing. But speaking of that wing, I'm going to start going on it. This is my Stila waterproof pen, and this is a new one. This is actually intense black. I think my other one was very black, and I'm going to go in with this first, and if I need a little assistance on the wing since it's been a while, I'm going to take my liquid liner. Okay, so it took a little bit, but for the most part, it couldn't sense my fear. But I'm just going to pop on my Cocoa Lashes in Demi G. I've been loving these lately, and I think these go great when you're not wearing a winged liner and when you are wearing a winged liner. So once I pop these on, I'll look normal. This is the darkness I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I literally hate it, but what can I do? But oh my god, these Demi G lashes are quickly becoming my literal faves. Like all around. These might start to become my all-time faves. But I look a little nuts right now. But we are going to try out the foundation. So they sent me 2 shades, one Golden Nude 13 and Golden Ivory 08. So right now I think Golden Nude will match me better than this one. I think this one will be better for the winter. My stomach literally got black. My chest and my shoulders have a hard time tanning, but next time I go to the beach, I'm gonna put some tanning oil on. But your girl has a little bit of a tan, even though you can't really see that well. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up this foundation on Bare Minerals website so I could read a little bit about it for you guys. Wow, this actually has SPF 20. It's marketed as weightless full coverage. There's 30 shades, 24-hour full coverage. Pick up the foundation with your brush and then start in the center of your face and work outwards, downward strokes. So we're gonna do 1 pump on the back of the hand like it says. Alright, so looks like a good shade match. Pick it up with the brush and let's see. Okay, so that really covered up the red spot that I did. Ooh, look, like definitely is full coverage. I'm not sure how I like this brush, just because I don't know, I like a beauty blender. So I'm just gonna put this on. I really wanted to try this on with the brush just because they literally made this brush for the foundation. So far, so good. I don't have any negative thoughts at all. I think I'm just gonna put the rest of this on and then blend out with the Beauty Blender. And this is their first full coverage product. I tried the Bare Pro Powder Foundation and I didn't like it on its own. Personally, that's just me. So I was honestly kind of scared to try this one. It's definitely full coverage and lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on the face at all. It's not completely matte, but it's not dewy at all. I'm going to start to conceal, and I'm actually going to cream contour today, but I want to get the highlighting out of the way first. The concealer seems to be blending in pretty well with the foundation so far. I still prefer my LA Girl foundation just because I really like the dewiness. I feel like this is a little too matte for my liking. Okay, so my camera just died, but I just started to bake underneath my eyes. My under eyes feel really dry, and I honestly think it's because I didn't use my normal primer, because my normal primer really hydrates them. It's definitely not the powder, and maybe I did put a little bit of foundation under there too, so maybe it's that, but we're gonna have to ignore that. But now I'm gonna cream contour. And I'm gonna use the Tarte Pro Glow palette. And I'm gonna use this shading color and this Morphe R9 brush. It's kind of curved to perfectly do that. I don't know if this is good for cream contour though. Alright, I'm gonna put this one on first. This is R8. And I'm just gonna do a light contour around the cheekbones. Nothing too crazy. Just a very light cream contour. I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender. I am so late on this palette, guys. I'm gonna try and take my R9. Ooh, now my cheek feels kind of stiff, so maybe it's this foundation. It's just kind of like stiffening. I don't know how to explain it. I hope when I go in and set with powders, I don't have this problem. So I'm going to start to bake under that contour. And also down the center of my nose. Also, the foundation looks really weird around my forehead. I never get lines. It's also giving me smile lines. So maybe it's a little too full coverage. I don't know. Just the way it dries and the finish of it. I think it's giving me a little problems. I don't hate it at all. It actually looks pretty nice. This doesn't compare to like other foundations that I've absolutely hated in the past, but there's something about it I don't like. It doesn't really do much to my skin, you know? But I'm gonna go ahead and take this orange under the lower lash line. Oh my god, the pigment on this, it's insane. And I'm gonna take the shade right next to it. And I'm also gonna take this shade. I'm also gonna finish up by just putting some lower lash line mascara. Okay, so I'm loving the eyes, and I'm gonna try and finish off the rest of the face. I'm gonna try and use this Bare Minerals contour palette. This one is in tan to dark, so I'm just gonna take this color and the brush that it came with and try and warm up. And wow, I don't like this brush. I like it in the sense that it places the product where you put it, but it's not fluffy enough to blend the entire cheek. So I'm gonna try a new Morphe brush for contour today. I'm not gonna go back to my other one, and I'm gonna just try and use this Sculpt shade. This is the Morphe E4 brush. Yeah, my forehead looks scaly. It's such a weird thing to explain, but it looks kind of like my forehead, like it kind of looks like I'm a lizard, not gonna lie. And now I'm having trouble blending this out on my forehead. Down the center of my nose and also on the sides. It has to be the foundation, because this hasn't happened in so long. And I know it's not the Tarte product, because I use Tarte bronzers every single day. So it's blending, but you have to put a lot more work, and I don't know, maybe the longevity will be super worth it because it is 24 hours. But honestly, I probably wouldn't gravitate towards this foundation on a day-to-day basis. I mean, it is nice that it's 24 hours and that it has SPF. I'm going to now go into my blush palette, and I'm just going to take a mix of Baby Love and I Will Always Love You, which is an orangey shade. And lately I've been using this Morphe brush, the E3 brush. And now for highlight, first I'm going to go in with this strobe shade, which I've already used before and I really do love, and I'll do my nose once I dust off everything else. But once I do this, I'm going to go in with one of my Artist Couture Diamond Glow powders. I haven't used them in a good 6, 7, 8 months, and I kind of feel like using them again. And I don't think I've ever used one in a video, actually. I've used them off camera, but never on camera. I really love the shade Cocoa Bling, but I feel like this shade Illuminati will go a little bit better with this look. And I haven't used this shade before, so this is going to be a little messy. This is the only problem with these Artist Couture highlights. They're a little bit messy. Crap, I don't have my tweezer. Oh my god, this sticker isn't coming off. I'm just going to use Cocoa Bling for now, I guess. And this is so loose and it's about to go everywhere. But this is so intense. Do you see that? They are just insane loose highlights, and if you want to go to the gods, honestly, check these out. Okay, wait, this Illuminati shade would look so good. I can't give up on this. Okay, got it. Alright, so I'm going to take this and put it upside down once. Do you see this? And warning though, these are super glittery, so if you do not like glittery highlights, you most likely won't like these. But if you don't care and you just want to be blinding, then go for it, girl. And they do get everywhere too, so you gotta be careful. I'm actually gonna go back into this strobe and layer it on top. Just a little. I'm actually gonna put some black on the lower lash line, just halfway, because I think it'll look better. And now I'm gonna pick a lip color. Ooh, I think I already see what I want. Brunch. Like right when I saw the bag. Ooh, this would go so good with this look. I hope so. Let's see. Sometimes the box doesn't match. Ooh, and perfect. I'm getting a burger after this, so this will really test these liquid lips. Ooh. Wow, okay, that was unexpected. These are so light and moussey. It feels like I literally put nothing on my lips, and this looks actually gross. No, this is not gonna fly with this look. Ooh, yes, okay, peanuts. This is gonna be the one, I already know. Okay, so this looks super stunning and definitely brings out like that Roxanne shade. Okay, and now let's put this setting spray to the test. Ooh, I like how that feels just because it gives you a light mist instead of like giving you like drops all over your face. It is definitely refreshing. Let me see though if I spray a little bit closer if it'll melt the products a little bit better. Ooh, okay. It's so different than any mist I've tried, and I'm really impressed. It feels amazing. So this is the final look. I am very pleased with the turnout. You guys already heard all my opinions on everything, but overall I think it's looking pretty good. I'm really loving these Morphe liquid lips. I'm excited to do the review and lip swatch video, and I'm excited to eat my burger because I'm starving and see the longevity and how they wear. Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, just wow. It's amazing. You need it in your life. I love it. There was zero problems with it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye everyone!